Here's 4 different PIC cylon eyes. I'm going to put a piece of paper over this to attenuate it a little bit temporarily. We've got, there's 3 blue ones, and then 5 green ones, and then 8 yellow ones that have a varying speed there on the bottom, and then the 8 red ones up, driven by the Hamstack board. All of these have been programmed in hand-assembled instructions, just using the PIC-2 application to put the instructions directly in there, no compiler. The 18F4620 on the Hamstack board was absolutely the easiest one to program. Richer instruction set, took 12 instructions total to do this. The other 3 PICs took more, on the order of 20 to 30 instructions. The PIC 16F690, it requires, you've got to set the memory banks to get to specific special function registers. That was the only real problem there. This 8-pin chip driving the 5 green ones, this is a 12F609. It has 6 I/O pins, but one of them is an input only, and it's right in the middle of the other 5. So the problem I had there was that I've been setting a bit in the output to the output, and then testing which one was high to see if when I'm at the end and I need to go back the other way, and I couldn't do that. I couldn't figure out a way to do that with the 12F609, so I wrote the pattern into one of the special function memory registers I wasn't using at the time, rather than just a general purpose register, and then I would copy that out to the I/O pins. This chip also required bank switching. But this chip PIC, the 10F206, was by far the hardest with the 3 LEDs. It was fairly straightforward to turn off the peripherals, which take priority over the I/O, so you got to turn them off to get the pins as I/O pins. But the hardest thing to understand was the waking from sleep. In all of these, I'm using the watchdog timer to, I'm putting the chip to sleep. One LED is on. The chip goes to sleep, the watchdog wakes it up, goes into the code, and advances the bit one way or the other. Well, the 10F206, it doesn't execute in place after you wake up from the sleep instruction. It actually resets. That faked me out for a long time, and then I finally figured out I had to set a flag, do the initialization code at the beginning, set a flag, and then every time I would jump back to the reset vector on waking up from sleep, I would see the flag and I would jump over that initialization code, or nothing would have happened.